Hi, yes, today onwards we are facing different assignments from Animate CC. Okay, so this is very important assignment actually for the animation students. The first, the main assignment is bouncing ball. Okay, so bouncing ball is nothing but normal rubber ball. When you hit that ball, okay, it jumps and leaves the area surface. Okay, so with this assignment, we are learning stretch and squash, timing and spacing and path of action. So these are the things we are learning. Okay, so bouncing ball actually, when you double click here, okay, or otherwise from symbol, so click on the final bouncing ball. Yes, okay, so here check one by one layers here. Okay, these are the balls, and the second is name of that, and third one is the details, the fourth one is path. So path means there is a route, actual the curve of the ball to travel one place to another place, and this is BZ. Okay, suppose when you click control enter, you understand the actual animation. Okay, so the ball is coming from a left side, entering into room and hitting the ground and taking 2-3 steps and leaving the area. Okay, see the elasticness of the ball and the stretches, and some areas it is squashing or recoil. Yes, here I'll explain about the theory of this. So this is actually path. Okay, so in this path only ball can travel. Okay, this is opposite to gravity here, the maximum height of the ball opposite to your gravity. Then slowly from top edge to on surface, it is slowly dragging to your surface. So there here the ball positions are very slower. Suppose you can switch the onion skin. So this is onion skin. If you observe here, the ball positions are very slower here. Suppose see 1 2 3 4 5 up to this 5 balls are very slow. So for the slower actions, always give very close drawings. Close drawings means many drawings you have to add. The drawings are many drawings, so add more drawings, the action will be slower. Then after that, the ball is slowly changing its shape. Okay, so full round to it is dragging, changing into bit egg shape, then it is more oval, and here at slope area the ball is stretching more. So there here the ball showing the speed, the velocity of the ball, it stretches more, and here maximum stretchiness it is showing here, and here it is touching at the surface, and the floor it is hitting the ground. Okay, so when it hits there, it recoils. Recoils are squash. Okay, so then it is immediately after hitting ground, it is jumping into air. Okay, then again stretching slowly, and again it is slowly changing its shape into a normal ball. Okay, so here normal ball, again the action will be very slow because always it is reaching top height. There the action will be very slow. So for that we are adding more balls, more closer drawings. Okay, then slowly what is happening, then slowly dragging to ground side. Okay, then changing in shape and increasing the speed also. For the speedness, what we are showing, the ball should stretch. Okay, the velocity, the speedness we are showing by the stretchness only. Then here ball more stretches and hits the ground. Okay, after hitting again it is jumping into air, and slowly it is changing into normal, then leaving this room. So this is actually path of the action. Okay, then timing and spacing. So here the timing is and spacing is, suppose between these drawings, between these balls, how much gap you are leaving. The gap between two balls, it is spacing of that area. Okay, so each ball has its own space, so by it is adding speed, the space is increasing. Okay, so every ball it is has its own space. Okay, so between these balls, then the timing is from first ball to last ball. So when the ball is entering into a room, okay, at the first ball and reached out last ball, so between one to last ball, if you can measure this, that is the timing of the action, timing of the bouncing ball. Okay, suppose if you count these frames wise, it is actually 67 frames. Okay, so but at first frame and the last frame we are leaving some gap. Okay, so ball here it is at 27th frame it is entering, but before that I am leaving some gap. Okay, this is called what, for registration purpose. Okay, to recognize the audience we need extra few frames to understand actually what is action, what is going to happen. Okay, so for that we are leaving few frames. A few frames means 1 second, 24 or 25 frames we are leaving before entering the ball. After that the ball is entered here, suppose yes, here yeah, ball is entered here, half portion of the ball entered, then it is slowly, see, coming down, then slowly more coming down, and here it is coming more, and it is coming more. And if you observe here, the ball shape also changing, round to bit oval shape it is getting. Then again here the more egg shape, the more stretched ball, here it is more stretched. Okay, and hits the ground. Then after hitting that, it is squashing or recoiling. Then after that just you can give one click, then you will understand it is jumping into air. After hitting it is jumping into air. Okay, then slowly ball is changing its shape to a round, from oval shape to slowly it is getting to normal. See this, then it is a more bit round and it is a round. Okay, so here actions are very slow because it is reached topmost. After reaching, it delays few frames later. Because of the late, it is delaying few frames. Then after that slowly it is coming down and more down, and also changing its shape. Okay, and hitting ground again. Okay, then flatten it is means squash or recoil again, and again it is simply getting into air. with the stretchiness again, and slowly the stretchiness is morphing into bit oval shape, and here it is full round, and again it is a round. With these round balls at this area, it is delaying more because of the earth gravity opposite to your ball, the gravity pulling down, but already ball reached topmost level, so there it is delaying a few frames. After that it is dragging down, it's pulling down, gravity is pulling down, and ball changes its shape and again hitting the ground. Okay, so it continues after few frames also. Okay, so you can check this by control enter. We'll see the preview of the animation. It's coming, touching the ground 2 steps and leaving this area. Okay, so then after adding a few more experiments, then what you do, we have to plan a shadow of that. So because this light is coming from top, obviously the light coming from the top, and shade is falling in opposite direction. Shade is coming in opposite direction. Okay, yes. Okay, from each ball you can copy and drag the shadow down. At the same area we can plan that. You have to plan the shadow exactly at the same area on the each ball. Okay. Suppose here take the path first, plan the path, click on the line tool and click on again object drawing and draw path here. Suppose first we have to prepare the path. Okay. Then you can copy and paste. Otherwise, by pressing the Alt, you can drag these, so you will get the copy of that. Okay, so yes. Before that, I'll add one more layer here. You can draw one straight line. It is a surface, the floor. This is right. So first I'll explaining about how to create path. This is floor. Lock this, and here it is path. Then what we'll do, again click on the line tool. Here you can draw up to here. Okay, then pressing V, that means selection tool. You can move this up. Suppose here. Okay, so then what we do, can duplicate this. How we duplicate? By pressing Alt and drag down. Yes. Okay. Yes, then you can adjust these levels as per the thickness. Yes. Okay, so you can zoom this and do it properly. Yeah, this is another step up path. Then what we do, again draw one more line up to here. So press V, that means selection tool. You're clicking on the selection tool. You can move this line up. Okay, this is, and then again what we do, can make the duplicate. So press Alt and click this path and again drag down. Yes. Now you can adjust this. Adjust these lines up to that actual level. Yes. Okay, so this is, and then after hitting one bounce here and it's taking here one step and leaving outside. Right, so again and draw one line here. So up to outside. And press V again, the main selection tool, and it is going outside. So just you can move up more up. Okay. Yes. Again, select this and press Alt, make the duplicate of this. Right. Yes. Okay, so this is planning a path for the bouncing ball. So path of action is very important for the every action. So all the objects and humans and animals and birds, all actions follow their own paths. We also walk, run, jump on paths only. Suppose here path means road, way. So on paths only generally everyone follow. The same way animation also following on paths. Your path of action is must be good, should be good. Then your animation also follows the same. Suppose your path is in zigzag, so your animation can move in a zigzag way. So first we can plan your path properly. Okay, right. So this path is for the ball, okay, bouncing ball. Then again inside I'm giving one more line. Suppose press alt again and take the duplicate. This is for the middle line. So middle line is indicating middle of the ball. Ball middle position we are indicating by this center line. Okay, for this I'm using different color. Suppose red color I'm giving. Yes. Then again draw here one more line to here. Okay, then we with V, press V, and you can lift this exactly to the middle. Yes, yes. Okay, and then again draw one more line, press N. N is shortcut for the line tool. N, and draw one more line and select the selection tool. V is the shortcut for the selection tool, V, and lift this line and place exactly in middle. This is middle. Yes, and then again press N and again draw one more line and again press on selection tool, V, and lift this line here. Okay, so this is center line for the ball middle position. Yes. Okay, so you can save this, Control S, give the name, the assignment number is suppose yes, 23. This is 23. Name is bouncing ball action. BOUNCING, bouncing ball action. In bracket path of action. Path of action. Okay, so you can save this. So then what I'm doing, select all these things and press Q. Q is for transform tool. Okay, so you can transform this. That means what? You can extend bit outside. Yes. Yeah, this is my final path. Yes. Then what you do? You can log this. Okay. So you can move this floor ground line also according to your path level. Right? You can zoom this. Yes. Then match exactly to the path. Yes. Then you can lock this also. So here one more layer we are creating here. Make the test here. So name it bouncing ball action. Bouncing ball action. Yes, bouncing ball action. This is. Now you can save this. UNCING bouncing ball action text. Now you can lock. So Control S. Yes, now we have to place the balls. The placing balls will take more time. So next lesson I'll explain about how to place balls and edges spacing, okay, and adding shadows and all. So first you also have to understand this assignment and prepare your own path for the bouncing ball action. Okay. Right.